Killing Reagan, in a series of your killing books, all of them extraordinarily successful. What are the parameters? How do you decide, okay, this is the next topic? What do they all have to have in common, and why Reagan this time?
They all have in common that I wanted to write them. I mean, I write about people I want to write about. That's as simple as that. And I was fascinated by Ronald Reagan because he was a shallow actor in the beginning, as we see in the book. He was no champ. Good guy. He was always a good guy. He wasn't malevolent.
Sure.
But he was, he was like a lot of us. We had weak points, and he was kind of meandering around, trying to join the Communist Party. How did a guy like that become such a successful president? It's fascinating. And then he takes this hit. He's almost dead a few weeks into his presidency. And then he has to fight this terrible, terrible attack on his mind and his body and how he got through it. So the story to me was fascinating, and I write about stuff that interests me.
And that was the part no one really knew about. I mean, that's sort of the central idea of the book, is that Ronald Reagan had a battle, a private battle that was never seen, and
Nancy knew.
Well, but the general public didn't know, because he was larger than life, to your point, throughout the whole thing.
And that was by design.
Morning back in America.
And it was smart to do it. I mean, you don't put out to the world that your president is ailing. You put out to the world that your president is vibrant and robust and going to kick some serious butt, which is what the White House did, and they were smart to do it. But behind the scenes, Ronald Reagan struggled. And everything that is in Killing Reagan, I know there's been criticism about it, is true. And we documented it 15 different ways. The guys that we work for, Roger Ailes, the man, our boss, provided a tremendous insight because he knew Ronald Reagan and trained him for the second debate, to me. So I'm very confident that people reading Killing Reagan will come away with admiration for the president, even if you're liberal, all right, and say, I really didn't know any of that. And that's the key to a good book.
Would you say, speaking of your critics, this is a book that could be taught in history classes? Should high school students read it? College students read it?
A lot of the killing books, Killing Lincoln, Killing Kennedy, not Killing Jesus, because you can't say Jesus in public school anymore, but a lot of these books are now being taught in the classroom. Especially, we have the children's books attached to them. And we're very proud of what we're putting out there. It's all true. And it's like the Factor, no spin. I just lay it out there. A lot of people don't like it, but that's too bad.
Bill, the evolution of Ronald Reagan, I like the idea that perhaps anyone can evolve. Particularly, and it gets back to our original conversation, a nation that's in a rut, where you have ideologues who control the conversation, but trying to get us to evolve back to where we were. And you have confidence that's going to happen.
I do. I think that America is a blessed nation, one nation under God. I believe in God. I do believe that somebody's going to rise up and take us back to a dominant position in a good way.
Right.
Not in a bellicose, we're better than you way to the rest of the world, but in a way that unites Americans, most of them, frees up the economy so that opportunity is created, and I do believe that will happen in my lifetime and your lifetime, Charles.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Bill O'Reilly.
Okay.
Killing Reagan. Done the success. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.